Today we're gonna be playing with the best catfish shooting paint beast you've ever seen in 2K history. When you think of a paint beast, you wouldn't think of it as much of a shooter. You would think of it as a pure lock. But look at this. We have a 99 paint beast with an actually decent 3-ball. You know we're gonna be every center's worst nightmare. Every center's about to hate us. To piss off every center, I'm gonna show you how to make it. So when making the catfish paint beast, you want to follow exactly what I'm doing. Now the pie chart you want to select is the split pie chart, the half green, half blue. So you're gonna be able to shoot and dunk pretty well, and that's what's gonna throw people off. That's what's gonna make the beauty of it, because they not gonna know. Now look at the stats, follow along, make sure you get everything down. I don't want to hear, hey Jones, this is wrong and this build didn't come out right. Guess what? It's your fault for not taking it down right. So body type doesn't matter normally. You can do whatever you want. I prefer if you go burly, because you're gonna look more like a paint beast. You're trying to sell it. So you're gonna be a 7 foot, and the weight you want to go like 262, 261 range, around there. Wingspan, you want to go ahead and max that thing out. You're gonna see what it do to your stats. If you didn't skip the beginning of the video, you saw what it was at 99. You know what I'm saying? So if you skip, go back. You know what I'm saying? So this is what we're gonna pick. We're gonna pick rim take. Even though the build I'm gonna show you is post, I would pick rim, and this is what you get: a paint beast. Now, life as a catfish paint beast is pretty smooth. I ain't gonna lie to you. Now, listen, when you're a paint beast, most people are gonna automatically leave you open. They're not gonna even attempt to guard you at the 3. See, that's the beauty of this. Is why it makes its magic, and this is why it's gonna be one of the most hated builds, because centers hate, and I mean hate, guarding shooting center. Now, look at this. Strong! What did I tell you? Centers hate guarding shooting centers. They hate it with passion because they rather stay in the paint and defend an imaginary defender there. Even if ain't nobody there, they want to just guard it. It's a magnetic pull. Just look at the guy right there in the middle. You see how he just feel the need to guard the paint? He can't help it. He can't help it. He just has to give me space. It's in there. It's in every center's true nature. So this is why this build is such a big F you to center nature. Because listen. Most centers see a paint beast, they can relax because, yes, I get to guard the paint. Yes! That's what they're thinking. But then back in your head, you like, oh yeah, please sit in the paint, because you just made this build. You know what I'm saying? We're speaking this into the future. You make this build, and this is what you're gonna get. Strong! They're gonna be like, oh shoot, bro, how's a paint beast shooting? See, this build ain't made it too mainstream yet. Now people made vids on this, but it ain't too mainstream yet. You know what I'm saying? Like the 2-way finisher. 2-way finisher is so mainstream now. I don't even trust any 2-way finisher at all. Neither do you. Who trusts it? In the comments, when you see a 2-way finisher, do you really trust him? Or you think he can shoot now? You didn't got catfish bamboozled so many times, but you have not been bamboozled enough by the paint beast. The paint beast hasn't bamboozled enough people yet. So this is why this video is here to warn you that this will be the most hated. And you could be one of the few people that had it earlier. You know, well, I'm saying early like this game ain't almost over, but it ain't been out that much longer. You know what I'm saying? Now I ain't gonna lie to you, I got a few other catfish that ain't been released yet, and I don't know if I want to release them. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple of the catfishes that are pretty toxic, bro. That name says stuff that I ain't never seen shoot before. One is a glass cleaner lockdown. You don't see that many of them. A sharp shooting interior finish. It's so much bull. I ain't about to even get. I don't know. If y'all want that crazy mess, I'll show you. But now I'm showing you right now. You're starting to see me use a post takeover. I'm just showing you how overpowered this build is with post take. But I still recommend you use rim take. The reason I say rim takeover, because you want to sell it more. Now when you got post take, you know, they might think you can shoot. Some post scorers can't shoot. You know what I'm saying? Some post scorers can shoot. But you need to be the one that they don't know. So that's why you need to put rim take on, man. If there's a way to do glass cleaner, I would say glass too. But rim take is gonna throw more people off than post. They see post, they might think you can shoot. You feel me? But when they see rim, they like, nah, he ain't shooting. Who picks rim? Oh, look at that straw! We pulling up from 3. We pulling up half court, pulling up 3s with paint beasts, man. We're toxic. We're very toxic. But the shooting catfish paint beast will be something that most centers are not gonna like going against. They're not gonna like. They're gonna be mad in his comments. They're gonna say this build trash. Don't listen to them. The reason they saying this build trash is because they don't want you to use it. Now, the weakness of the build, let's be real. The weakness of the build is the defense. It has 7 defensive badges, as you saw in the builder. Alright, so to get around that, yes, you're not gonna be an actual defender, but remember, your name is Paint Beast. They're gonna remember that. They're gonna be like, okay, this is a Paint Beast. So if you have Rim Take, that will help you enough right there to guard the paint. Rim Take is so slept on. That's probably the most slept on takeover in this game. I'm not gonna lie. That is the most slept on, underrated takeover in this game. The power of that takeover, man, I'm gonna have to make a vid on that. It's slept on. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna let y'all find out the hard way. But when you put Rim Take on the center, he literally blocks nobody can score on him no more. Play one-on-one, play 1v1s against somebody with Rim Take and try to slash. You cannot make anything. If he has takeover activated, you're not making nothing in the paint. Even if you blow by him and he's like in the area, just him being in the area alone will make you miss. That is why you put Rim Take on this build. It helps you with your defensive weakness. You know what I'm saying? That's the weakness of this build, is defense and speed. But it ain't shooting, baby. It ain't shooting, and that's the beauty of it, because you're the Paint Beast shooting. But the best ways I would use this build. Now, this would be a good spot up. So if you have somebody that has a blue and like a majority blue and green guard, you can run this, you know what I'm saying? You put it at the 3 with a lock, bow. You know what I'm saying? You the stretch, you the shooter. Another way is probably one-on-one court. I think it'll cause the most damage on 1v1 court. I ain't gonna lie. 1v1 court. If y'all want to see this in 1v1 court, let me know right now in the comment. I'll take this to 1v1 if this video get enough likes. If it get like 3K likes, I'll take it to 1v1 court. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I will. If it doesn't, then I ain't gonna worry about it. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna worry about it. But 1v1 court is where this build is really gonna excel, because them centers normally let people shoot in 1v1s. You know how 1v1s are. They'll let people shoot because they don't want to guard you, man. They want you to, they'll literally let you green every shot to win the game. Some centers will. And if you're really about 1v1, if you're really about the 1v1, you could give it post take. That point, post take is worth it. In that scenario, that is the only scenario I would actually put post take if you want to make this a 1v1 build primarily. Even so, Rim Take still won't hurt. You know what I'm saying? But for a good 2s build, a good 3s build, just to piss people off, to throw them off, you know what I'm saying, and all that, just to confuse a bunch of people, this is a solid one. Now, the jumper you can use for this build would be Jump Shot 3, Rudy Gay. That's what I recommend, and that's what I was using in the video. In case anybody asks, I will reward the people who make it all the way through. Shout out to you. You got the jumper at the end of the video. It was base 3, Rudy Gay, Rudy Gay. That was the jumper I was using this whole video. But hopefully y'all enjoyed the video, man. Leave a like. Hashtag do your thing, baby. If you made it all the way to the end. To next video. I'll see y'all there, man. Peace.